What's up, guys? Happy Friday and welcome to your post-work and post-school physics class. It is after hours class with the physics professor himself. This might be the last Friday stream that we have. I haven't decided for sure, but for the last couple months I've been in class, and that's why I was not able to do the normal Thursday streams, which was the normal schedule. Well, yesterday I had my last class, and so I'm done with that, and so I might change the schedule back to Tuesday, Thursday. But let me know what you guys think. I'll actually make a community post as well as a Discord poll to see what you guys think, if you prefer Fridays or Thursdays. But just know that this could go either way now, and I kind of need to see with my own personal schedule if I think Thursday or Friday is actually going to be better. But I want to know what you guys think about this. So yeah, just keep an eye out for that. And yeah, I'm done with my class that I had, so that feels nice. Although, to be honest, it was kind of an enjoyable class, so in a way I will miss it. And now I just have, you know, more real life work to do post class. We are getting started a little bit later. Normally on Friday I had it scheduled for 4. I just caught up and doing some other things, and realized I hadn't eaten and just like some stuff I needed to take care of. So apologies for starting later. This is actually the normal time that we start on other days, but it is late for a Friday stream, and I appreciate all of you guys that were able to make it on. I imagine more people will join throughout the stream as we go. Anyway, let me see who we have in chat. We got Lone Syndicate, Warlock Warlord, Dr. Giggles. What's up, Sparks? Hello, Commanders. Hey. That would be great. You don't mind either or, but you liked the old schedule because you feel like it fit a lot more of nikke events. Yeah, I kind of agree. I think, you know, as far as nikke events goes, kind of the biggest time for doing things is like Wednesday and Thursday, right? So we'll see. We might go back to that. And then I might still throw in a random Friday or weekend stream like I have before occasionally. If I don't have anything else to do, I'll be like, I'll stream. So that can happen. But anyway, I will make an official poll to see kind of like if there's an overwhelming preference from you guys. So we're going to be going through all of our nikke stuff, of course, doing Resident Evil things. We got Claire yesterday, so that was kind of exciting. I put her in the lobby. I like her design. I think I prefer her over Jill, if I'm going to be honest. Not that I know anything about their characters, but I would say even in the event story, I think I prefer Claire. It started off really slow, but at least I think it's picked up a little bit in the second half. That said, in general, I do feel like it's a bit of a slow moving story for this collab. Although that might be kind of true for all the collabs that we've had. I'm trying to think. Like Stellar Blade for sure stands out as the best collab story we've had. And then I think Nier probably second place, a bit of a distant second if I'm being honest, and then maybe Evangelion is third. We'll have to see. Resident Evil might be third best. We'll see what happens. What's up, Grimjaw? Welcome. I will mark you off as having attended. What's up, Dylan? Am I ready for Satin Boudoir? Yeah, I guess. So that is the event that's happening in Silver and Blood. So we'll be doing that in the second half. Also, I'm going to do a brief check-in on a third game that I've been playing the last couple of weeks a lot, that I haven't done anything with for a long time. And I'm not sure I've ever actually even shown on stream. I want to say I've never streamed it. A lot of you guys can probably already guess what that is. And it's not going to be part of the regular streaming schedule, but I've just been playing it a lot, so I was like, let's stream it today. So that'll be between nikke and Silver and Blood. But yeah, that new Silver and Blood update looks like it's going to be a good one. We'll talk more about it after we're done with Nikke. I think there's a lot of people that like Claire the most. She also seems like one of the most detailed SRs in Nikke. When you say detailed, do you mean like art-wise or like fleshed out characters? How are these Resident Evil humans fighting raptures? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I missed it, but did they talk about that at all? Like, I remember way back in the first collab, for those of you that aren't old, won't have experienced this, but when they did the Chainsaw Man collab, they made a big deal about how, like, human weapons wouldn't be strong enough to fight raptures, and so that's why the characters couldn't use their, like, traditional weapons you would see in the anime or whatever. And so then they gave them Nikke weapons. And I'm trying to think, like, have they talked about that in any collabs since? I'm not totally sure. And for some, I mean, you could say, like, you know, like 2B and A2 are, like, you know, super powerful androids anyway. Maybe to a certain degree, even the Ava characters could have a bit more capability. I don't know. Well, that's even a bit of a stretch. But yeah, like the Resident Evil people are literally just like regular ass humans. Like Claire's a college student with a pistol, right? I mean, like, or Jill has a pistol and Claire has like this little rocket launcher. So yeah, I don't know. It might be because you have such a big following for Stellar Blade, but it is the first part was slow in Stellar Blade 2. Yeah, I mean, I think that is accurate. I think like all the collabs have started out a bit slow. That's fair. Which I suppose because they're like, you know, trying to do a lot of introductions, you know, try and make sure that like the Nikke players are introduced to whatever the collab IP is, or the collab people are like going to be able to see how it fits into the Nikke world. And so it just takes a little more setting up, I suppose. Claire's more detailed like facial features compared to like a lot of SRs. Okay. I'm hunching forward. I gotta sit up straight. Grimjaw says, no, they didn't talk about the weapons. They were hoping we all forgot. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. And yeah, I guess I did forget. I didn't really think about it until, who was it that brought it up a second ago? Warlock, I think. Yeah. Sup, Lone Syndicate? Welcome to the stream. Let's see. We're starting to really scrape the barrel of Nikkes that I need to advise at this point. Talking to Belorta. Dude, I'm thirsty. Probably halfway through the stream, I'll have to get more water. Hydrate, everybody. Alright, Anchor. They look delicious. Maybe you should rename them. Okay, that was right. I think I've gotten a lot of her responses wrong, actually. I've not been terribly great at advising Anchor so far. Oh, hey, Claire, let's give her gifts. So remember, reminder to everybody, you cannot advise your abnormal characters. You can only give them gifts. And I'm sure there are new players out there that are like confused by that. But yeah. There, get her all the way to 10.
As long as I'm with you, nothing bad's gonna happen.
Nothing bad's gonna happen. Dang, that is a bold claim. A bold claim indeed. Oh, I should add her as a favorite, so don't forget to watch her videos. Lone Syndicate says, my Ada is almost perfect. All she needs is one more line of elemental, then you can start to reroll values. Nice. So we're going to be overloading Ada's last piece of gear today. Because I wasn't able to overload her boots initially. I got to advise one more person. These are all maxed out. Dude, this is my backlog of videos I need to watch. Everybody who's already maxed but is still a favorite, it means it's a video that I need to watch for their story. Okay. Gotta find a final client. They're all already maxed out. I need one more copy of Grave, then I can work on her again. Wow. Is literally everybody finished? Unless I get more copies of them? Maybe I don't have another person I could advise? Oh, Ray. Ray, okay. Well, we really are, like, scraping the barrel nowadays. Okay, let's advise her. Did she steal your stacks? Did Naro refuse to let you listen to music? Oh, it should have been snacks. All right. I should have known better. She's always like offering candy or something. Is Ray anybody's favorite nikke? It's the wrong Ray. Okay, let's get into the event. Login stamp. Whoa, wait a minute. There's a relic right here, just like in the middle of the floor. Okay, that's unusual. Hey, am I quiet, by the way? Am I like a good volume? I think I'm okay. But let me know, because I changed, I turned down the gain on my mic a little bit. Just to make myself clearer. I thought it was like popping a little bit last time. Everybody's like, no, Ray is not my favorite nikke. The other Ray is into nikke, that's true. That is true. That's a fair distinction. Someone out there, right? There's probably like a Japanese girl out there with a little plushy Ray keychain, and she's her favorite nikke. They exist, I'm sure. Yeah, SM Red, if we were talking about the Ava Ray, then I mean, yeah, she's one of my favorites. Sounds good on your end? Okay, good. All right, hey, anybody down for coordinated operation? We'll do some runs. Let's go through our challenge and story missions, and then we'll try some coordinated op. And unfortunately, I think Rappy Red Hood might be the best for this raid, whereas Eve was actually the best on the last one, and I missed my opportunity to use her. I think Eve is still going to be extremely good on this one, so I'll be using Eve, whether she's better or not than Rappy Red Hood. I think she has a good shot, because she's going to get the buff for being both iron and for being abnormal. To the story. Not that we'll be able to see any story. Dude, this is very atmospheric, I've got to say. Like this whole creepy hallway and like showing all the like dust in the air that the light is like illuminating. It's pretty cool.
Not bad. Looking forward to our next mission together.
Looking forward to our next mission together. Ada seems pretty cool. A little standoffish, but kind of cool. Okay, let's do a poll. Did you buy the Ada Pass or the Secret Agent Pass? Let's call it what it's actually called. Hold up. Let's see. Start a poll. Did you buy the Secret Agent Pass? That is not how you spell secret. Start poll. I'm kind of on the fence about it. I'm somewhat tempted to because the passes are good value. And it's a decent skin, but I'm not sure if I want to get it yet. Query's your favorite Nikke? Really? Okay. Alright. I kind of like Query, actually. But you're happy to see her in the event. Wait, let's go to the shop. We gotta find one more relic somewhere, too. Dr. Eagles got it. Dude, I know Dr. Eagles got it, for sure. Dr. Eagles is the exact target audience for this. He's played Resident Evil, and he's a huge fan of Chinese dresses. Jill's skin is better than Ada's skin? Jill's skin is pretty decent. Did you buy the pass? No. Are you going to? Yes. Okay. All right. All right. I mean, that counts as a yes. If you're for sure planning to buy it, then, you know, respond as yes in the poll. Dr. 3am says no, but he will also do it in the future. Jill's skin makes you think of Sonya Blade. Sonya Blade. What, is that a Tekken character? I feel like that's a Tekken character, unless I just made that up. Alright, it's gatekeeper time. Let me start a lobby. Create a party. Alright, here's the code, guys. Priority will go to channel members, but anybody can join. And we'll do several runs. So, you know, if people just want like a little bit of a carry and get a decent score, that's cool. And then hopefully by the end, though, we can collect like 5 like really strong players. And I am on NA server. No, Sonya Blade is from Mortal Kombat. Wait a minute, who is Sonya Blade? Let me look this up. Sonya... Yo, I don't know this character at all. But that is not who I was thinking of. I don't even recognize... I've only ever played like one Mortal Kombat game. Who was I thinking of? What is the Tekken character I'm thinking of? Let me see. Well, you guys are getting in here. I'm going to look this up. Nina Williams. That's who I was thinking of. Nina Williams. I think, anyway. Yes. That's the Tekken character I was thinking of, which I think kind of looks like the skin. Dr. Eels will hop in. All right, cool, cool, cool. You hope Jill is great when she drops? I mean, I wouldn't expect her to like revolutionize anything, but I think she'll be good. And will likely be a good pair for Ada. Carlos says, you usually don't buy collab skins unless it's Ava and you're saving for 3rd anniversary. That's fair, that's fair. Not gonna lie, out of all the Resident Evil games, Resident Evil 5 is the game you have least experience with. So when you saw Jill's skin at first, you were like, who the heck's that? Yeah, I was thinking of Nina. Yep. SM Red is gonna join as well. Okay. Dude, Dr. Eagles stole my look. What is this? What are we, twins? We're using the same frame and picture. Join up, guys. Join up, guys. Is there a specific unit we want Sparks in case I need to equip a cube for? So we're gonna want Rappy. Rappy, Crown, Eve, and I suppose just... I mean, is there like an advantage to any specific burst 1? Like, is there a reason to not use Siren for burst 1? I feel like we probably want Siren, Crown, and then Rappy or Eve. I'm going to be Eve, like I said, no matter what. I'm just going to use Eve. My Eve is more stacked than my Rappy anyway. I can't believe I didn't think of her during Stormbringer when she was actually the best unit to use against him. I copied you. I should be using Ava. Yeah, but I got to use the new stuff for the event. We'll go back to Ava eventually. You're so happy they're giving out the OG Resident Evil Jill skin. Yeah, I think, like, you know, getting free collab skins is a super cool thing that they do all the time, right? That's definitely kind of a W move. Whoa, we lost somebody. What happened? Where did Red go? All right, well, if Red comes back, we'll still need one more player. By the way, while we're waiting, please give the stream a like if you haven't already, or if you're watching on Twitch, consider a follow. Dude, so far 70% of people have not bought the pass. Ada's skin does not have a lot of hype, I guess. Honestly, I thought more people would be into that. Move my camera slightly. Like, I'm kind of surprised that, like, most people didn't say they were going to buy it. I would have expected it to be the other way around. Dude, this is the problem with, like, at least half my audience being on global server. We need some NA players. NA players, come on. Actually, last time we did co-op a few weeks ago, we had like a ton of people. Maybe it was the time of day. I don't remember if it was a Friday or not. You think a lot of people are saving for 3rd anniversary? Yeah, probably a lot of people are saving for 3rd anniversary. I'm going to be honest, like, I'm not really worried about it. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm in a different position than most players, but like, I have some gold tickets. Like, I'm not really stressed about saving for the 3rd anniversary, you know what I mean? Ada is not hype in your opinion? Okay, okay. The skin is kind of mid, you just want the poles. Yeah, I mean, it's not, like, incredible, but I think it's solid. I don't know, there's, like, a lot of Resident Evil fans. I thought, in general, the community seemed, like, pretty hyped about the Resident Evil collab. If the rumors are true, you're wailing for anniversary. I mean, most people wail for anniversary anyway. Grimdo says you may get the pass only for rainbow tickets. Don't care for the skin or units. It's fair. Unless they're Resident Evil fans, you don't think they're that strong of units to go for. Yeah, yeah, like I said in my testing video, Ada's for sure going to make it onto your solo raid team. She'll be useful. But, you know, for a lot of people, you know, if you're not stressed about it, like, there's Cinderella and there's Ayn, which are going to outdamage her anyway, you know. And depending on the situation, you know, she's going to be kind of the same as, like, Summer and Ys. You have zero hype for this collab. That's fair. We need a 5th person, guys. We need a 5th person. Everybody watching right now is in global server. As far as... Oh, wait. We just got a 5th person. Kiwa. Okay. All right. Okay, so like I said, we want 1 Siren, 1 Crown, and then probably 2 Rappies, and I'll go with Eve. Excuse the fire truck going by in the background. Red, can you back to Rappy? I think from what I saw, Red should probably... Yeah, or... I mean, we can try Masked, I guess. Have you guys tested this? Is Mass actually the best for this? David, you can join anyway. Like, you get more than 3 runs. It's just only the first 3 runs will give you rewards for the day. Okay. I don't remember what the patterns are exactly for this guy, so, you know, just do your best. Oh, watch out for the white ones. Watch out for the white ones. Ooh, okay. Good job, good job. We cleared that. Destroy these little laser things. I think we ignore the projectiles. Just completely ignore the projectiles. Our burst gen with this squad is pretty poor, I have to say. Crown, Crown, wake up, Crown. So Mask is, like, often a good partner with Crown, but also normally, you know, you don't have two Rappies. So I don't know. This will be an interesting experiment. On the next one, I want to keep all the same people, but then use Rappy instead of Masked and see which score is better. We're a little slow on the bursts. Also, yeah, all right. Good, good. That was quick and clean. Yeah, I feel like Masked is probably not the way to go here, guys. I think, and we want to be like bursting with Crown every single time. So let's try this again and use Rappy instead of Masked, okay? 1.5 billion. Although we lost someone. Here's the new code. Oh, you crashed? Oh no. Alright, good job on the interrupt circle though. Nobody hit a white circle, so that was pretty good. Yiggles, I think you should probably stick with Rappy. Yeah. Alright, and let's try both Rappies bursting, okay? So both Rappies are on burst. Ignore the projectiles. Good work, good work. So you kind of messed up the burst there. We don't want to burst while we're in the interrupt circles, but that's okay. We just ended up like 5 seconds behind, not a big deal. Just for the future. Okay. Pretty smooth so far. Just aim directly at that core if you can, right in the middle. Last minute, last minute. Nice, that was quick. Dude, this really is like purely a DPS check. There's like nothing you need to worry about in this fight. Like at least some versions of Gatekeeper have that like giant missile you need to shoot at from the black hole. But this version with just like the little projectiles that come out, are just like, just keep shooting the body. Like it doesn't even matter. Alright, last 10 seconds. Alright, well, it wasn't a big difference, to be honest. Although Yiggle's doing a lot more damage, surprisingly. I'm not sure. Did you get the first and last burst in? Maybe that's why? I mean, maybe yours is just more built, too. I mean, obviously, I'm doing less damage because I didn't do any bursts. Yeah, we missed a burst during the circles. That's true, that's true. Yeah. Yeah. Yours is very built. I mean, that's good, that's good. So I think the big mistake we made, as Dr. Eagles pointed out, was that the burst was started when... Let me turn my light on. The burst was started during the QTE, which, like, was not good. So, like, if you're burst 1 and we're about to enter that QTE, like, don't start it, you know? Yeah, could do Naga or Helm. I wonder, Naga might actually be pretty good in this situation. Because we do have a core that we can hit. By the way, in chat, do we have anybody else that would like to join? If there's somebody else in chat that would like to join, let me know, and we'll give you a turn. So if anybody wants to speak up in the next minute or so, let me know. But I think... I wonder... I'm trying to think like if Naga makes sense. Naga might make sense. Rappy's in your top 5 strongest units? Yeah. I mean, that makes sense. Totally makes sense. Would Naga or Helm be better? Try and stick in for one more if you can, Niggles. If you gotta go, then that's fine. Dr. 3M never pulled the last Rappy. Dang. One away. That's unfortunate. You mean after this run? Okay, yeah. I don't know. What do you think, guys? Like, Naga would do more core damage, and would trigger Crown. We'll get faster bursts, though, with Helm. But I do feel like probably... I mean, I'm forcing Eve just to force Eve. But if we have like an Eve and a Rappy as our main DPS, I think rather than just having an off burst DPS, it is better to have like someone with utility, probably. Oh, Kiwa came back. So yeah, let's try a run with Naga. Let's try a run with Naga. Red, I think you should... Yeah, okay. Alright. Alright, so Naga, this should go without saying, but don't burst. Don't ever burst. Should be Crown bursting on burst 2 only. And Siren, be careful. When we come up to that QTE, make sure you don't start the burst. Man, this took a long time to load. Rappy burst first. Oh no! We failed. Alright, well, we'll just restart. First time we failed. It's okay. We'll just start again. Same thing. Run it back. Rapid splash attack. Gotcha. Dude, red is crashing. Yeah, probably just don't attack when the white ones come up, yeah. Oh, let me put the room code in chat. Just in case. #1 chat award currently going to David Santana, by the way. Who's number 2? Number 3, Dr. 3AM? Who's number 2? I can't tell. Weird. Oh, we're ready. We're ready. Okay. Start matching. Alright, so same plan. Same plan. Hello? Load. Still loading life. It's a pretty epic boss intro, not gonna lie. We've all seen it 1,000 times by now, but it is pretty cool. Alright, here we go. Oh, come on! Who was it that time? I know it wasn't me. Alright, we're gonna try it again. Come on, come on. We did 3 of these in a row without anybody fucking up. Now what? Yeah. Dr. Eagles wasn't shooting. I'm not gonna blame him this time. Alright, we need someone to play other than Red. I don't know if it was Red crashing that caused that to happen, but we need somebody to jump in, okay? Red is having some technical difficulties. The game keeps crashing for him. So if anybody else can jump in and take Red's place, that would be great. We want to get in one good clean run here. Yes, everybody should have been shooting except for Dr. Yiggles. Only Dr. Yiggles should have been not shooting. Like, if you're rappy, don't shoot. Everybody else should be shooting. We're going to try this again with Red? Alright, bro. I'll give you one more try. One more try, okay? We don't want you crashing. Dr. Yiggles has a bad connection. Dude, why do we have so many problems today? I mean, if you're Naga, I would also be really careful. But, you know, Crown and Siren should all be, like, shooting. I don't know if Crown was what was making you shoot Red. I mean, what was making you crash Red. Oh, Red has a bad connection. Oh, I see, I see. Yeah, that makes more sense. So, yeah. Naga should be careful. Rappy should not be shooting. But the other three of us should be shooting, because we need multiple people hitting those red circles. What, Red, you already crashed before the game even started? Here we go. Good, good, good. Burst, 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 burst. Whoa, whoa, why do we have Naga bursting? Is it because Red is a bot and it jumped ahead in line? This is basically a dead run. This is essentially just a dead run now. Alright, well, I appreciate the efforts, Red, but yeah, this is clearly not working. So, yeah, if we can get anybody else in chat to do a run after this, that would be great. Oh, no. Naga is ruining everything. Naga is inevitable. Screw you, Naga. Yeah, no worries, Red. No worries. Crown, are you trying to burst? Like, or is it just like literally impossible to go faster than the bot? Enjoy the Naga burst. F my life. Got 30 more seconds of Naga. Watch this, like, somehow turns out to be our best score possible. Not even close. That was garbage poo-poo. Alright. Okay, if we can get a replacement here. Because we need to be able to, you know, to burst with, Oh no, now Eagles has to go get food because it took longer. Alright, that's fair. Alright, guys. I'll wait here for a minute. If we can get like 2 more people really fast, then cool. If not, then we'll just move on. We had too many people with too many problems today. Fate was not with us on this co-op run tonight. Yeah, you were trying to burst with Crown, but it's impossible. Yeah. That was kind of funny. All right, well, what do we have in the shop? Ooh, core dust. Yeah, we'll grab the rest of that. And yeah, I guess we'll start buying credits too. Yeah, I think you did auto leave, Dr. Eagles. Don't worry about it. That was one of the more interesting co-op sessions we've done. It was game kept crashing. We had auto Naga going 3 times in a... Whoa. Speaking of crashing, what just happened? Nikke has never crashed for me. This is literally the first time Nikke has ever crashed for me. What happened? Did red infect me? What is this? I've never seen that before. I'm blaming you, Red. I'm blaming you. Why did my game just crash? I'm serious. I've literally never had Nikke crash on my computer or my phone even once. Unless there's something I'm forgetting. I'm pretty sure that is the first time Nikke has ever crashed on me. It was pretty sus. Zaruku is not buying the 8 address? Alright. 68% of people have said nope so far. What was I doing? I was going to try and open this box in inventory. Welcome anybody who just joined the stream, by the way. Let's get some of these dailies out of the way. Let's do simulation room. How do you guys feel about the new UI for sim room? I kind of like it. You did buy the D-Killer wife skin? Oh, okay, okay. So you did part of it. You're doing it in installments. Gotcha. Towards the end of the event. Yeah, don't wait too long because the gacha is only going to be there for a couple weeks. So if you want to finish it, make sure you don't wait too long. All right, let's take out Kraken. I should have waited on that. I was impatient. Whatever. We'll wait on this one. Playing some Helldivers 2 to keep your mind out of Nikke for a while. That's probably good. I feel like, honestly, there we go, we got our tier 7. I feel like a lot of the time, what will drive people to like spend money on more pulls, like, I mean, let me make this clear. People who spend money on gacha games like kind of fall into like two camps, okay? There are people who have planned purchases because like every month or every time there's a new release or whatever, they know that they're going to get like, you know, they're like, all right, I'm going to spend $50 a month on this. Or they're like, I am going to get max core on every character or whatever. It's like, so they're always going to like, they know what they're spending more or less. And then there are like people who have impulse purchases. And I bet you like 90% of impulse purchases in gacha games are because people don't just step away and do something else. Even if it's switched to a different video game. Like, even forget going to touch grass. Like, even just take a break from that gacha game and play a different game, and you're going to be less likely to, like, make a random impulse purchase, I think. Is it necessary to switch to Black Shadow Scarlet to clear Kraken? I mean, Black Shadow Scarlet is by far the best attacker for Kraken, yes. I mean, I'm sure it's possible to clear it without Black Shadow Scarlet, if you have like a really juiced account. But like Black Shadow Scarlet's gonna be better than anybody else. You know, a lot of people like Helldivers too. It's a popular game for sure. I mean, that was a major release. Did it come out like like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, something like that. I think it was like Sony's biggest game of the year when it like launched. I've never played it. It's kind of like not really my type of game, but yeah, it's definitely popular. I mean, if you switch manually, then back to center. Oh, the only reason I'm doing that is because I'm trying to like get to tier 7 as fast as possible. So if I switch to Black Shadow Scarlet, I get better burst charge, which if you're struggling to beat Kraken, that's what you should be doing anyway, because you're just going to burst faster that way. But if you're asking if I personally need to do that to be able to clear Kraken, no, I can clear it quite easily at this point, even like tier 9 with like 30 seconds left, so. Yeah, who are you using if you're not using Black Shadow Scarlet? Yeah, I mean, the next best one, of course, is Asuka. I mean, Mana and Sakura are going to be, you know, maybe your go-tos. I mean, it's going to be a lot harder. It's going to be a lot harder without Black Shadow Scarlet, for sure. The game has some bugs and balance issues in Helldivers 2. Okay, we still gotta do Arena. Grab my special arena rewards. Yeah, we're not going to bother attacking. We'll just go straight to rookie arena. You really need to finish building your mana one day. Kind of did 2 overloads on her and went to something else. That's fair. I mean, you know, most of your DPS isn't be coming from mana anyway. You know, she's more of a support burst 3. I'm not sure if I fully overloaded my mana either. I probably did, but I'm not totally sure. Alright, Dr. 3am, have a good night. Alright, last attack, last attack. So I'm about halfway through the last chapter now on campaign. I did a little bit earlier today. Made some progress. Have not touched any of the new Lost Sector yet. Maybe I'll try and do some of that over the weekend. Alright, so I've been saying I need to finish Ada. So let's finally do that. Let's see, make it easy on myself. Oh, while we're looking at her, let's check mana really quick. Oh, okay, I did finish overloading mana. So, yeah. I think I reset her skills and then got them back to 4 after that, I want to say. Because she definitely had higher originally, but she was reset at some point. What did I get on her? Attack, hit rate and ammo, critical, hit rate, attack, and critical damage. Not the best, but again, like I probably didn't bother to really optimize her because she's kind of a supporting role. All right, anyway, overload Ada's boots. Yes, okay, just double checking that wasn't going to use my manufacturer gear. Okay. Elemental damage. Please give me elemental damage. Elemental damage is going to be the best for like 90% of your DPS units. And for Ada particularly, because she's going to be basically a raid attacker. Like, that's probably the only situation that I'm going to be using her in. So elemental damage is even more important from that perspective. Hit rate. You know, hit rate, famously useful for your rocket launcher units. Let's try this again. Max ammo and hit rate again. All right, well, at least we got max ammo, but let's try this. Try reroll. Charge speed and max ammo. Bro. The game just wants to make it like a little bit better every time. Not too much better, just a little better. A little better. All right, change effects. Let's try it again. Bro. It loves hit rate. Attack and critical damage. Okay. All right, let's hold there for a second. So we got attack and crit damage. Attack, crit damage, and ammo. Charge damage, ammo, and attack. Elemental and ammo. How many lines of ammo do I have? 1, 2, 3. I have a lot of ammo. Maybe I lock this attack and then just re-roll that. Right? Or I could lock this attack and re-roll. We'll try once on this and once on the other one. Nope, we'll keep effects. All right, we'll try one on the other one. Lock this attack. Change effects. Actually not sure. Like, it's kind of like splitting hairs here. It's not like a big deal, but I'm not really sure what is better here. I want to say the critical damage might be slightly better. But I have a little bit more charge damage up here than this charge damage. I'm just going to keep effects. Okay, the other thing is to check in with Miranda and see if I can finish her treasure. Wherever Miranda's at. Oh, here we go. I've got to get really lucky to finish this. Oh. I'm one away from being able to do it. Never mind. I'd have to get extremely lucky to be able to finish it without any... without enough resources. I don't think the game works like that. And I don't have any to open here, do I? No. Okay. Well then. Should we do a friendship poll? I want to say we should do a friendship poll. Take a quick lap around the lobby.
Come on, you know I don't work for anyone.
방주에 남은 인간의 수는 1000만 명. 그래도 당연히 지금도 응원하는 건 문제 없어.
We'll go back to Ada. Okay. Recruit. What are we hoping for here? One of the units I don't have. What's up, Rocky? I think you're a first-time chatter. Yes, I use Korean voices. They are the original voices. All right, any unit that I don't have. There's still... But there's 2 that I don't have? I think there's 2 that I don't have that I skipped. Nothing. Last week, I actually just did a single friendship poll and got an SSR. It wasn't anything great, but still. You've been here before? My bad. It must have been a while, though. It must have been a while. Or I just have a terrible memory, which is probably more accurate. I do have a terrible memory. Oh no, he's a sub on my channel? That makes it extra bad. Dude, you totally are. 2-month subscriber. Bruh. Okay, here's the problem. So the chat thing that I use that attaches to is part of Streamlabs. It doesn't show the Twitch subscribers. That's weird. You don't chat a lot? No, but that's kind of annoying. So like if I was looking on the actual Twitch chat, I can clearly see that you're a subscriber. And then I can see YouTube members in my like combined chat window for Streamlabs. But it doesn't show Twitch subscribers. That's weird. I wonder if I can change that setting. Because it should, like, you should show up differently. Like, your name should have, like, a little thing by it. Dang. Alright, my bad. Well, thank you for supporting the channel. Let's see, what's the event notification? Why do I have a thing here? Oh, it's just for the secret agent pass. That apparently nobody bought, including me, I guess. I didn't buy it either. Alright. Let's end the poll. Let's end the poll. Alright, results. Official results. Did you buy the secret agent pass? AKA Ada's Chinese dress. 71% said nope. 19% yes, they like Chinese dresses. And 10% said, what's that? Yeah. 10% of you were like, I don't even know what that is. For the record, it's this mission pass up here. The secret agent pass. Where you get Ada's Chinese dress skin.
My identity?
That's what that is. You'll buy the Jill pass instead? For reasons? Are there 2 of those reasons? Alright. Speaking of reasons, it's time to move on to the next game, which some of you can probably guess what it is. We're not going to stream it for very long, but I'm just going to quickly pop in and show off my account, which is not really much to show off in reality. But I've been playing a lot recently, so yeah. You'll see in a second. It's taking its time on loading. Oh? Hello? Will it load? No? Hello? Why won't it show up? I literally tested this. Hold up. There we go. There we go. All right. Apparently I should have tested it again. Oh, we got reasons on the screen right now. Reasons for buying skins. So yeah, I haven't played Azure Lane in, I don't know, I play it every couple months. And I'm not an OG player. I started like 2 years ago, and just to try it out, because it's like such a, like, it's one of the OGs, like one of the things that really like made like gacha games like one of the like mainstream kind of things, right? Kind of a progenitor. I would say like Azure Lane and like FGO were like the big ones, kind of like of that era. So I just decided to try it. So yeah, I didn't play for a long time, and I pop in like every couple months, and they were doing this like kind of shinobi themed Sakura Empire event, and I was like, hey, I'll play again. So yeah, been working on it. I've gotten a bunch of the units, and hopefully the YouTube gods are kind to me. Give this stream a like, follow, subscribe, all the things if you haven't already. Cause yeah, hopefully we survive, please. Warlord says, "Oh, Azure Lane, nice." DJ Howie is Malk. Whoa, you're an alternate screen name, but you're on your DJ account. Okay, all right, cool. Yeah, we got Fox Girls on the screen right now. All right, let's collect some resources, and like I said, I'm just gonna kind of like show you what I have, which is not a lot. If you're a veteran player, I do not have a strong account. But I've casually been working on it for like the last 2 years, and I'm just now getting to the point of feeling like I can clear most content. There's still a ton to do. I still don't even have a single max level unit, but I've made progress. And the original plan was that I was going to make a video about like if it was worth playing Azure Lane, even though it was like an old game. And my conclusion at the time was like, no, probably not. But I have to say, like, over time, I think even within like the 2 years that I've been playing casually, it's actually improved a lot. It's evolved a lot. I think when I started, it was kind of right at the point before they started to modernize a lot of things. It was too much assets for YouTube, possibly. All right. What else do we need to do here? Did I collect everything? Resources are full. Okay. Headquarters. What do I need in here? Go to the cat lodge. All right. So let's see what our little cats are doing. Oh, we completed them. These are kind of like little extra assistants you can equip. They're kind of hilarious. They're called meowficers. Okay, no joke. Like, this is low key my favorite thing about this game. Meowficers. I mean, like, how does a meowficer not make you smile? Okay. They're great. I think so anyway. I mean, they're too funny. Like, look at them. They're great. Okay, anyway. What else do we have in the lobby? Oh boy, okay. Here's another one of the new ones. So, to battle. Actually, what I want to go to is the shipyard. So, something I'm working on right now is research. This is like a feature that Azure Lane has where you can like unlock units. In theory, this should help you as like a new player. Like, oh, well, I can like complete these quests and I get like a free SSR unit or even a UR. In reality, this takes a long time, like a long time. I have not earned a single unit yet. But in theory, this is like something to help you get more units and catch up. And you can choose from like a bunch of them. But it takes so long to be able to actually unlock them. Oh, I can actually use this one. What else? Most of them, I don't even have enough of these tech points. Oh, I could do this one. I might actually start working on this admiral. I do kind of want this admiral. I didn't realize I had enough tech points to unlock this one. Maybe I'll come back to that. Let's see. Kiersgaard is kind of goals, but I'm like 415 out of 1,000. That's not going to happen for a long time. Also, Hindenburg is actually what I want, and I have like no points. Like I'm like halfway. Yeah. One day, guys. One day in another 2 years, maybe. I don't understand what the devs were thinking with this system, because I feel like if you're a veteran player, none of these units are going to be like that valuable to you, right? Because you've pulled all the new gacha units anyway. Getting a year would be cool too, but I need more points for her. And if you're a new player, it just takes like so long to farm these missions. It's insane. Dr. Yo says you recently finished the green-haired girl one before the new ones came out. Is that the one that I was just saying that I wanted to try? This one? Is she pretty good, Dr. Eagles? Because I'll go ahead and start developing her if because I've already was considering her. If you think she's a good target, then I'm gonna go for it. I'm trying to see if there's any other ones that I can do. Pretty much not. That's kind of really lucky. If the one that I was like kind of considering, I actually have enough for. I can do all these ones in the first category, of course. Because I've been trying to finish the St. Louis one for combat data, and it's just like 10,000 years. You just got it for the aesthetics? Okay, yeah. I mean, that's... Let's be real, that's what we all care about here. Azure Lane is archaic? Dude, for real. When there were a few gacha games around and they made you grind night and day. Dude, like I said, it's from that like FGO era. It's technically a little newer than FGO, but like it's another example of a game that is from a time period where you just had to grind like a million years to do anything. Unless you're Matt Go because he's finished 2 in a month, that's insane. That, yeah, I don't know. Wow. All right, so let's try it. Let's try it here. Oh wait, is it in series 7? Let's try it. Would you like to pause St. Louis? Yes, and start Admiral Nakhimov. My development progress will be saved. Okay, that's good. That's good. And once you start or resume development, you cannot change which ship you're developing for 24 hours. All right, that's fine. Sure. All right. So what's the mission that I need to do? Accumulate 1.2 million experience using Sardian Empire or Northern Parliament fleet ships. See, the problem with these missions is like I don't even know if I have units that will fulfill that requirement. Like I might not even have the units that will let me complete these missions. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. But in theory, she'll be a cool unit. What else? I finished everything in this little event. I think at this point I'm just collecting coins for no reason. I'm pretty sure, like, once you complete all these missions and you've done your login bonus, that you're just done here. I don't think there's anything else for me to do, but yeah. Okay. The other thing that I'm working on is in the War Archives. I want to finish this one. Which, this one says I'm at 100%, but I don't really understand this. 2 weeks ago, you've been playing Stellar Blade and finally got the $60 Scarlet skin. That's cool. I'm happy for you. If you're a brand new Stellar Blade player, that's cool. Unfortunately, Shift Up messed up and didn't allow day one players to get it because they're dicks. But I'm glad you got the Scarlet skin. But anyway, so I don't know why it says 100%, because I still haven't finished the hard mode. So I don't know if there's any point in me trying to finish the hard mode or not. But let's just do this. So the reason why these are really hard to do is because you need to do certain required units. And so if you haven't built that specific unit, then it's going to be like super hard. And so it held me back for a long time from being able to do these missions because I just didn't have enough units leveled up that, like, you know, needed that specific type. But now my roster is a little bit bigger. So after we clear these stages, then I'll actually show you in my doc kind of all the units that I'm working with. And then we'll move on and play some Silver and Blood. The Darkness Falls. Honestly, you love Azure Lane, but would love to give this game a second chance. Yeah, I mean, try it again. Why not? I'm sure you still have your account, right? There have been a lot of improvements. I would say in the last few months, there have been a lot of improvements for sure. And I think, like, if you were a day one player, which again, I'm not. I'm very new to the game, relatively speaking. I feel like the game is probably almost unrecognizable. They've added so much, from my understanding. It's kind of crazy how much the game has changed. And it's funny because originally the whole theme was like World War II battleships. And I'm not sure any of them actually have the boat theme. Like, I feel like they kind of just, they ran out of boats, right? Like, at some, because they're all named after real warships, like IRL ships. And so at some point, I think they probably just like ran out of actual names, right? And so then they're like, all right, whatever, we'll just start making elves instead of World War II battleships. That's my theory anyway. That's my theory. And it actually requires a lot of manual play the first time. Usually the first like 2 times you go through a stage. Because it won't let you do like auto clearing mode until you've done it a couple times, like destroying all the enemies. Which honestly can be a little frustrating. Oh, my dock is full. Okay, so let's enhance a unit. Who's somebody? So you can't enhance anybody that's engaged. But I can enhance our new girl. So this is from the new event. Hakuho. She's a Hakuho. And we can increase her her stats this way. All right, auto search again. And I think like the combat started a bit more like bullet hell style, where you would actually like try and dodge the enemy projectiles. From what I've seen, like way back in the day, you know, like first year it came out, which was probably like 2018 or something. I don't know. And since then, I think it's gotten to the point where like literally nobody actually tries dodging anything. You just tank it and like it's a DPS race type of thing. But besides just doing everything on auto, it does have kind of a unique gameplay compared to other gachas. There's really like no other game that has this type of side scroller shooting kind of mechanic. Oh, by the way, going back to Stellar Blade really quick. I forget who said they started playing Stellar Blade. They just added something. I found that out earlier today. They added one more skin and like a small secret area. So I got to go grab that. So I can maintain my record of doing everything in that game possible. The new outfit for her looks pretty good. And the secret area, I haven't seen it, but from what I heard, it's like you kind of find like the shift up developer's office, which is kind of funny. Another game that did that, where you can find a secret area that like leads you to the developer's office, is Bloody Spell, which I like found that secret area completely by accident. Alright, so I think that finished that stage. Yeah, there we go. We got 3 stars on it, so then I would go to the next stage. But let's go back. Whoa, 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 whoa. We should probably change. Okay, so let's go to my dock and I'll show you all the units that we have. Stream has been nuked for sure. Okay, so let's start down towards the bottom. So these are all like random low rarity units, although this is the most recent meta unit. I haven't worked on her yet, but pretty cool design. I will work on her at some point. All these are like meta units. You get them for free, and then you can like kind of by fulfilling missions that are much easier to do than the other missions we were talking about, by the way. And you can like power them up, so they're pretty cool. The blue and white units are like super low rarity. The purple units are like your SRs. They're called elite in this game. Occasionally, some of them will be worth using. Was this a collab unit? I feel like... And this girl... Am I making that up? I feel like... Something makes me feel like these were collab units. I don't remember. Oh, she got stuck with the fan in front of her face for a second. That was weird. Anyway, and then your SSRs are going to be your gold units. And then URs, which only started in the last few years. The game didn't originally have URs, but they're kind of like the Pilgrim equivalent. So let's get up to some units that I've actually used. Yeah, those were collab units? Okay, yeah, I thought so. I actually don't even know what the IP was that they were a collab for, but yeah. So here's a meta unit that I actually built. Prince Heinrich, I think she's an OG unit. They need to make more German boat girls, okay? Like, I'm a fan of the German fleet, and there aren't that many of them. But they all have a pretty good look. Deadmaster's from a shooter something anime? Oh, and the other girl is a Chinese ship? Okay. So Deadmaster... If you find the name of the anime, I'd be interested. Anyway, Prince Heinrich I used briefly, but she's kind of like really old, I think. Asuma is from the most recent event. This is what's happening right now. She's one of the newest characters. I got super lucky. I actually got a copy of every character in this current event. This has never happened to me before. But yeah. Definitely has a nice look. Let's see, Illustrious, another OG unit that I used to use. Algier, also an older unit that I used to use. You guys have already met her. She's also from the event. Brand new unit. Again, SSR. Currently renting the costume. Azure Lane will let you like rent costumes temporarily. So that's kind of a cool thing. Her normal look still looks good, but obviously you can see a bit of a difference there. Let's see. So this is an SR or an elite unit that I used to use. Same for Eagle. Joan of Arc. Kursk. Pretty cool unit. Takao. This is like an old unit too, but I used her for a long time. Theseus. I don't even remember using this unit, to be honest, but I have her leveled up quite a bit. Same for Warspite. And Hood. Vampire meta, another meta unit. Cleopatra was from a fairly recent event. Like, maybe a few months back. I only play every few months. Like, if I see an event that I liked, I was like, oh, I like Cleopatra, so I did the event and tried to get her. More meta units. Oh, this is another unit from... This is the current elite unit from the current event. Pretty good looking unit. She has a skin too. Oops, I didn't mean to go all the way back out. Zara. Unicorn. So this is like your starter unit. You get her at like the very beginning of the game. But can actually be pretty strong. Hello? Well, let me swipe. Okay. So someone just recently told me to start leveling Essex. I actually used her. She's an OG unit. And I used her for a long time. And then I stopped using her. But I didn't realize you could retrofit her to be in a UR. So I need to complete the rest of these and be ready to retrofit her. Black Rock Shooter is the name of the anime? Okay. I'll have to look it up. Black Rock Shooter. Huh. Taiho, I think, is the most popular character in the game. And they've given her a ton of skins. I don't have any of them. And they've like made a bunch of scale figures of Taiho. I don't know why she's so popular. I mean, like, you can kind of see why she's popular, but like, for whatever reason, Taiho is like the #1 favorite unit. Volga was on the squad for a long time. Oh, I like the racer skins because, you know, cars. Laffy is another starter unit, but can also be pretty good. So I had her like all the way leveled up. Kimberly was the meta unit when I started playing the game, and so I got her pretty much leveled up. Kind of a cool look. Kind of like vampire-ish. Another German boat girl. I'm telling you, the German girls look cool. Javelin is another one of your starter units. I think there's even like a quest for her. Another meta unit. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get her last star, but this is actually my favorite meta unit. Thok is pretty cool. Portland is surprisingly good. Alright, Impero. Impero was my first ever SR. She was the event that was going on when I started the game. She's from the Italian fleet, and there's almost no Italian units. I think it's like the least represented faction in the game. But yeah, I just recently took her off my main squad, like literally just starting this event, because I had been using her all the way up until then on my main squad. But Impero is pretty cool. I never got any skins for her or anything. Here she is after work drinking. Kind of a fun place in my heart for her just because she was the first SSR I ever pulled. Okay, now we're getting to the ones that are actually... These are some subs. Hello? Sometimes it like won't let me swipe to the next one. Anyway, now we're actually getting to the units that I have on my fleets currently. So the first category is submarines. So you have 3 submarines in a formation. This is one of the brand new units and a UR, the only UR sub that I have. And only one of the few URs that I have in general. But yeah, you can tell why I wanted to get her. You could actually get her for free. So you just needed to complete event quests. And then everybody got I-404. This is my other sub. And my only SSR sub that I have. A German sub, actually. Another brand new unit. So she is the UR for this event along with the sub. So the sub and her, although you had to get her from the gacha. So again, so I picked up 2 URs this event, which was kind of a huge win for me. Lion was the UR that I picked up in the last event that I played. That was like a couple months ago. Because like I said, I don't play consistently. This girl is still on my main squad. I don't know how good she really is, but she's been working for me so far. This is another like kind of really old unit, but has still like stayed on my squad. I don't know, chat, let me know. Is Ryuho good? I'm gonna say she's probably not. But yeah, I liked her look, and she was another early SSR that I got, so she got invested in a lot, and she's been on my squad ever since. Oh, I mentioned they started making elves, so yeah, this is one of the elf girls. Like I said, I feel like they just ran out of like real world battleships, so then they just started doing stuff. Brennis, this is with a new skin from the current event. Normally she looks like this, which arguably maybe looks better. And then I also have her summer skin. I got this one randomly, actually. So I actually have all skins for her, which is not typical. Paula, I had to get Paula because somehow I pulled more Paula. Paula was not on rate up, but I pulled so many Paulas that I had more than enough to max limit break her and then just like get rid of some copies. Also, remember someone mysteriously sent me, wait, can you see it from this angle? Maybe if I turn this way. Get out of the way. Someone mysteriously sent me a Paula figure. She's all the way down there on the bottom shelf. And I still don't know where Paula came from. But yeah, so that's why I got her skin. Trafalgar was also from the last event that I played in, another UR. So just really like this event and the previous event is when I started getting URs. Up until that time, I just didn't have any URs at all because they were like too hard to get. I couldn't clear the content. Prince Eugene is another like OG unit that probably isn't that great, but I liked her, and again, you know, one of the early SSRs that I got, so she got invested in, and she does seem super tanky, so she has helped me. Shinano was my first ever UR. She was one that you could choose after doing a certain number of summons. So you couldn't really do missions, but eventually you could accumulate, like, after doing, I forget how many summons, then you could get her. So, yeah, that was definitely super helpful. And then, I think she was from an early event as well. And I used my one Oath Ring on her because she's been super good. I think she's one of my better units. She might be my best unit aside from URs. And then Chen Hai was on my very first squad ever, and she was originally an elite unit, but then she had a retrofit to turn her into an SSR. So I did that, and she's one of my favorite units. So I think she's kind of mid, even after being retrofit, to be honest. But she's one of my favorites, so she has stayed on the squad. So yeah, those are the units that I have and what I'm using. I've kind of don't know how to put together like really cohesive squads. I'm going to be real with all of you guys. I've just sort of used the units that I like, and you know, when there's like an obvious upgrade for one that I can see is better, then I swap them out. But I could probably like make my squads more like synergistic if I tried, but I just haven't really looked into it yet. All right, say goodbye to all the ship girls. All right, let's try some silver and blood. So yeah, little bonus content for you there with Azure Lane. Oh, it's kind of pink, isn't it? Let's make that more red. Hydrate, guys, hydrate.
Silver and blood.
So I got our girl, okay? I did a random 10 pull for her again and ended up getting her. I do feel like she's worth it. If for nothing else, for PvP. Like I've said before, if you have Timeless Iona, then for PvE purposes, I wouldn't really bother. But she's pretty great in PvP. Oh, also, let me make a post on the Silver and Blood Discord. Really quick. Videos and streams. Move my chat window over. All right. The first time Spark says hydrate and you actually have water on standby, dude, I tell people to hydrate like every stream. So glad someone is finally doing it. I would say probably the easiest and second most important thing you can do for your health is just drink water. Like right behind to sleep more, which can be a little harder to do. I think drinking water is like the most important thing you can do to just be healthier.
Oh, this is a fine item indeed. You have a good eye.
Thank you for your patronage.
Dylan says you are almost at the red skill book mark 14.4 if you remember correctly. Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, I've still been slow rolling it. But maybe if 14.4 is like the tipping point, maybe I'll push for that. Hold on, I'm gonna turn down my sound just a hair.
Your next visit. Do remember to come back.
So yeah, got Stella, like I said. I immediately got her skills up to level 4. And then put some tier 7 equipment on her. And then did I pull anybody else new since streaming? I feel like I might have. Oh, also got Albrecht. I mean, he's not a gacha unit. I mean, he is, but you just get him for free in the event. So I got Albrecht.
Where should we begin?
Haven't gotten a chance to use him because it's just been a little bit of a busy week. But he's a cool unit. He can both debuff and heal. I think he's probably going to make it onto some teams. I think he's a solid unit. And then I think I already had Thibault, Agaris. I got my second copy of Regina. I don't have the last one yet. Maybe we get that today. So, yeah. Stella was the big news. Oh, I like this update with this little memory challenge. Let's do it right now. Oh no. There we go. Who's your favorite Silver and Blood character? Anyone here on par with Snow White? Well, for actual like characters in the story, honestly, it might be Cain. I also like Amy a lot. But for unit design, it's Otavia. Otavia is my favorite unit. So yeah, if I had to choose a unit to be like the Snow White counterpart, it's Otavia. Also Iona. But yeah, like storyline wise, I think like Cain and Amy are two of my favorites. Anybody else that's really interesting? See, Cain, Amy, probably an Iona.
I remember.
So yeah, as far as story, I would say it's Iona, and just because like she's really interesting and kind of I think low-key the main character of the game. And then Amy, just because she's funny. I really enjoyed the story bits with her. She's an interesting character. And Cain. Cain, you know, no spoilers, but he's a major player in the storyline. A very fascinating character, well written, and yeah, I think Cain is pretty cool and interesting. But from just like a unit design perspective, I think again it would be Iona.
Vassal of the bad guy.
Iona's got to be in the top 3.
Adventurer from Sunset Isle.
Otavia is number
I won't let
1.
you die for
She's
now.
the Snow White of this game, if
But
we're
this
gonna
doesn't
put it like that.
stop.
And then probably Lamia, honestly.
Oh, what? You don't look like much.
I'm a big fan of Lamia's design as well. Those are probably my top 3. Other units that I like, I do like Hati, Pavana, Ressa. I'm kind of a big fan of Lamine too, actually, just because like she's got those like perfect like scary Victorian vampire vibes. Anyway, let's collect some stuff. Slay the notifications. No notifications will survive the stream.
A fulfilling day indeed.
Stella helped push you through chapter 14. The plot twist in story just don't stop. Alright, well I haven't finished chapter 14, so no spoilers. I think like at my power level, I've been going through the story slowly enough that kind of like it's never been a challenge like other content in the game has been. But yeah, I haven't really had to push through story, if you know what I mean. I've always been like stronger than whatever the challenge is. But that's cool that Stella helped you. I think she's a very strong unit. She's a top tier DPS for sure. Alright, regarding signing a peace and merger treaty with the declining Ganelon family. The church has purged all those infected with the plague in Moray. In the northern part of the Lupine Forest, descendants of the Ganelon family, collateral branches still maintain their guard. This would be an opportune time to propose a merger treaty, but given the generations of hostility between the Bathory and them... Oh no, I clicked by accident. Dang, okay. Well, basically, do we want to make nice with the werewolves? Alright, what are your thoughts about doing a treaty with the Ganelon family? Otavia says a sensible decision. A risk? Okay. Bella likes it. Hati likes it, of course. Of course. Iona's on board. Okay, okay. We're doing it. We're doing it. Peaceful negotiation. Good, good, good. Iona didn't like it. Everybody except Iona. Okay. What does Iona know that we don't? She knows the future, that's what. That's kind of ominous. Why didn't she approve of that decision?
A fulfilling day indeed.
Okay, let's go out. We do have an Ancestor Shard, by the way, so at the end of the stream, we're going to open this Ancestor Shard. We can hope for Transcendent Amy. Let's do the event. Bella is still your favorite design in the game? Bella's pretty cool. She's unique, like the whole puppet design. Is definitely like not something you see very often. And Cecia's skin. Dude, Cecia's skin is really good. If I had her, I would strongly consider buying the pass that gives you the skin. But she's one of the few units I have not managed to pull yet. Okay, I'm going to finish hard mode today. I think I missed a day. Well, I didn't miss a day. But I didn't realize that I hadn't done the last stage on one of these. And so I did a round of normal stages for a whole day when I could have already moved on to hard. Using the two new units, Stella and Albrecht.
We're victorious for the moment. future, every me stands with you now.
Dude, seeing Stella pop off at the beginning with like the teleportation thing is pretty cool. And I think Stella has probably more or less replaced Spectral Gilrain in PvP. Because like Spectral Gilrain was, I think, never like a super amazing unit, but he could be pretty lethal if you set him up right in arena. But Stella basically just does what he does, but like more damage.
Past or future, every me stands with
Alright,
you now.
final boss.
Without end becomes this moment, and the future without limits begins from here. I grant you a proper death. Countless victories guide us. to
So
the
much for him. Alright, and then we'll just burn our quick clears on these.
Will dawn break in the other side?
Your longing.
Alright, got the last copy of Regina. And we got our last step to get the shards. But there's still a few, like, days that I haven't completed. Which, like, this one I won't ever, because, like, I'm not going to get more copies of Albrecht or Stella. I'm not going to pull for them. This one, let's see. Challenge Blood Arena with Albrecht or Stella. Oh, okay. Did I not do this already? I never had Stella on my Blood Arena team? Okay. Council Chamber meeting with Albrecht or Stella. Oh, I should have put Stella on there. I have to remember to do that. Okay. I need to put Stella on my meeting. Get this one last skill book that I couldn't afford. So make sure you get your pulls first and then get the skill materials. After that, I think it's kind of up to you. You could start going for Divine Blood. Wait, is this the one that gives you Divine Blood? Yes. And then I think going for like faction upgrades is probably the next best thing. Get these Bloodborne ones, and now we'll get the Ancestor ones. Kingdom. I think the church is probably my least priority, but we'll get all of them eventually. Ooh, okay, I forgot. We can also get Julius. So today is an exciting day. I will finish Julius. Haven't gotten him yet, so here we go. Summon.
Be the hunter, or be the prey. There is no third path.
Be the hunter or be the prey. There is no third path. Bit of an ominous outlook on life. Pretty crazy design. Like he's in this like basically like fake metal body with his heart. He kind of reminds me of what's it called? What is that Netflix like League of Legends show? That's gonna bother me. Anyway. But yeah, we're gonna start getting more copies of Serene now. Because I do need to get copies of all of them before I can start getting her, unfortunately. But yeah, I think I want to complete Serene before Julius. I should try Julius out at least. So who should I take out to put him in? I'm kind of using all of these units. I could take her out for a minute. We'll just temporarily take her out. There's no cost to it.
I'd rather train by myself.
He's an interesting character. I haven't like discovered him in the story yet. Sure, we'll make our profile Julius for a little bit. Why not? Give him some equipment.
I don't seek immortality, but only by living can I await the day to tear off their hypocritical masks.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't know his storyline at all. It'll be interesting to learn more about him. But let me see what his skills are. So right off the bat, I looked at him when he was first like introduced to the game, but then I kind of forgot what he did. So he is a Bloodborne, or Bloodborne. He has medium armor. He is melee, single target, physical damage. Okay. So what does his ultimate do? Julius attacks enemy unit in a select rectangle with his halberd, dealing 1,500% of attack damage. Each stack of Phantasm increases this damage by 15%. When using his ultimate, Julius gathers flying blades, the stacks of Phantasm, continuously dealing multiple instances of physical damage to the enemy unit in a selected rectangular. Interesting. And Phantasm says, conjures flying blades. When Julius attacks, the blades automatically perform follow-up attacks. Okay, so he's like a multi-hit kind of attack. That's kind of cool, honestly. His special attack says, after every 4 basic attacks, Julius deals multiple instances of damage to the target, totaling 400% of attack. Okay, so more like, again, multi-hit. So putting the Eye of Truth artifact on him is definitely going to be, because he's all about like multi-hit basic attacks. So increasing basic attack speed, basic attack damage, that's going to be really important for him. And then Haunting Whistle for talent. Every 20 times Julius deals damage to an enemy. Okay, again, we're leaning into this multi-hit kind of thing. He gains 1 stack of Phantasm, up to 3 stacks. When Julius has 3 stacks of Phantasm, he gains 30% lifesteal. Okay, all right. And lifesteal is basically, you know, that like lifesteal effect, the vampire kind of thing. Kind of interesting unit. Seems pretty cool, honestly. Would have to test to see just how strong he actually is, but it feels like he has some good potential from what I read. Speaking of potential, can I level up a unit right now?
My wish is simple.
Yes.
I still have strength to spare. My wish is simple.
Wait, why do I... Oh, because I need to limit break or siphon my Regina.
Was it your heart that called for me, or mine that reached for you? I didn't think there was still...
Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. No, I upgraded her by accident.
Was it your heart that called for me?
Oh well, alright. Siphon spirit. Whatever.
If I had gained this strength sooner,
There we go.
could I have changed my family's fate?
Dude, that was not... Dude, I'm gonna reset this. I shouldn't reset it, but I'm going to. I'm gonna spend the 10 blood. My OCD is gonna kill me if she's at level 2. That would just drive me crazy. Okay, let's go to the castle and do my ritual chamber upgrades.
These are all my spoils of war. Impressive, right?
These are what we just bought from the event shop. Okay. Wait, can I summon? Like, obviously I can summon on these, but like, I'm one away from being able to do a normal summon? Dang. I do have a friendship poll. Should we just do it? Let's do it now, right? And it will still save the shard for the very end, but let's do this poll right now. Did not get an SSR. No third hammer strike. Oh, wait a minute, real quick. Is there a thing that I can claim? No, there isn't. Okay. Why do I have a thing here? Oh, because I completed Regina. So she gets her, like, different profile picture. It's kind of like the shiny one you get in Nikke. Except they actually get, like, a different looking portrait in this game.
A fulfilling day indeed.
Alright, let's knock some of this stuff out.
Facing the powerful enemy.
So let's quick battle this stuff and get some better equipment. And then go back to our units.
A fulfilling
And I'm
day.
pretty sure Julius will get an upgrade. Don't know if anybody else will. I think everybody else is pretty much equipped. But yeah, Julius definitely can get something in some of these unsynced units. Alright, well, we'll give it to Julius
I don't
first.
seek immortality, but only by living can I await the
Nothing
day to tear off
amazing,
their
to be honest.
hypocritical masks.
A piece of faction tier 6 gear for his ring, and then for his amulet. Got a tier 7, okay. Give Regina something slightly better. Faction gear for her, and that might be it. Yeah. Oh, you know what? Loki, Seti is kind of peak design too.
Every target.
I feel like, you know, she's not really in the story anymore. At the beginning she was, and she's only in SR, but, I mean, come on. Seti is definitely a pretty great design. Alright, let's do Time Worn Mausoleum. We didn't do the Nikke minigame. Dude, how did I forget that? I think it's because I got too distracted by co-op. But Time Worn Mausoleum reminded me. Alright, wait, what burst was Julius? Julius? Bro, where are you? Oh, he's a... Alright. He's not going to be good on this mode anyway, but I was thinking about throwing him in, but whatever. We're using all marksmen for this one. Sweet. Start off with the cape. And the big expansion, I think. Yeah, we'll just take that right away.
That's not a customer.
Comes this moment, and the future without limit
A
begins.
future
from
without
here.
limit. Alright guys, are you ready for this? Are you ready? Do you have your water on you? Hydrate, y'all. Hydrate. Okay, we got gold and a pearl. There's no indicator for the Nikke minigame. That's true, like no like little alert pops up. If we hadn't been doing co-op, I probably would have thought about it, but I was definitely too distracted. Okay, we got the... Whoa, what? What happened? But since it's just this, literally the same game as Time Worn Mausoleum, I
Without limit
was reminded of it right
begins
now.
from here.
Oh yeah, we'll grab the Firefly. So we'll need that for Iona later on. So I know a lot of people in my community played Azure Lane at one time, and I know some of you do still play it. But I'm curious, of people in chat right now, how many of you guys still play Azure Lane, even if it's casually? Because like for me, again, I'll literally play like every couple months. Like if there's an event that I really like, then I'll play, and then I won't. But oh, let's grab these. Let's definitely grab these. But I'm curious, like, how many people like still have an account they at least check in on occasionally? Because it is one of the OGs, and I think before Nikke, it definitely was like, I don't know, I want to say it was kind of like the queen of that like waifu collector genre, you know? Dr. Yo says I play every day currently. Okay. I wasn't expecting that, but that's cool. I know you still play. I didn't realize you were like that active regularly. Alright, I need to move stuff around somehow. Let me see. Let's put this here. And I don't need that at all right now. So... oh, this will work, this will work. And then I can put the balloon over here. Sweet. Oh nice, we can complete Bella's. It's one that can easily drop it, but the dailies don't take that long, which is why you don't mind playing it. Yeah, what would you say are like the essential dailies in Azure Lane? Because like there's a lot of things, and obviously if I'm like trying to grind to like unlock like one of the like shipyard units or whatever they're called, you know, but like how many like just like strict essential dailies would you say there are? Let's move this over, grab acapellas, violin. Oh, we can get rid of this light bright for a minute. Do I need this for anything? I don't think I do. Cool, we can expand the board then. Oh nice, we got the meteors. Let's just put them right here. Honestly, since I haven't been pushing story, at this point, this difficulty level of Time Worn Mausoleum, I can just like coast through. I wouldn't really even need to think about what I'm doing, but I still try and give it attention. Let's put this up. I don't know. Yeah, let's put this up here. There are about 5, but most of it takes a few clicks, like the hard mode stages and the daily raids, etc. Yeah, the daily raids are like things you can literally quick battle, right? Like you don't even have to watch them like auto battle it, I think. Which was something that I forgot about when I first started playing again last week. I was like, oh yeah, daily raids. Nice. The meteors are one of the best ones, so I try and complete those at a high priority. And we won. There we go. Didn't even get to finish Van Helsing's guns. Collect today's daily rewards. Yeah, one away from being able to get this. I really should push just so I can start farming this. Because being able to get those red skill books would be very nice. Ooh, I can unlock a new talent. Okay. What does this give me? Just more stats. Nice. I'll take it. I will take it. Alright. Claim that. Let's do the Infinite Abyss.
Training is not my forte.
Bloodborne, okay. We got no shortage of Bloodborne. I would say, is Bloodborne like the biggest faction? I think it's the biggest faction right now, right? It's like the Tetra. Should I swap units just for fun? Let's take out Augustine and put on Stella.
So this is the new vassal candidate. Would anyone mind if I break them?
Time to break the cycle.
And let's see. Okay, so we're gonna have both.
Raw materials for my merchandise. Those who don't know
Both
subservience shall be punished.
Stella and Mass teleport, which is kind of fun.
Break the cycle.
Those who don't know subservience shall
Yeah,
be
we can just like
punished.
nuke down these enemies like super fast with the two of them. This is kind of a suicidal team, but it's fun.
Will dawn break in the other side?
Like other than Bella,
Materials for my merchandise.
we're just like all DPS. Like pure DPS, nothing else.
Time to break the cycle.
We fight to bring peace.
Dude, having them in a combo to both go behind enemy lines is kind of sick.
Will dawn break in the other side?
This is the first time like using them together like that. I like it.
All raw materials for my merchandise.
Now we just need to get Spectral Gilrain in here. Although I don't think he's an, is he an ancestor? No, I think he's a Bloodborne.
Cleaning is not my forte.
Okay, before we do Blood Arena, let's make sure we did everything else. Oh, give an extra tribute. Oh, okay. So we need to do an extra tribute.
The longest journey begins with a single
Extra
step.
sermon. Yes. Okay, now we completed all our blood offering missions for the clan. Okay, we still can't level anybody else up. So, since the only thing we have left to do is arena, we might as well be as strong as possible going into arena if we're trying to be sweaty about it. So let's open this stuff and use our ancestral shard. So this is my first ever ancestor shard. So we're guaranteed to get an ancestor. Obviously the best here would be to get Timeless Iona. I mean, that would be cool. I currently have her on Siphon 1.
Sunset Isle.
So if I could get another copy of her, that would be great. I have Lamine. I have Seth. Use my selector on Seth. Watch me get another copy of her. I have Transcendent Haughty. So what I don't have is Incendiary Agares, Transcendent Amy, or Transcendent Noah. So getting any new unit would be cool. But honestly, there's no losing here. Like, just any option would be good. Like, there's no real, like, miss on this, if I'm being real here. So, but yeah, if I had my choice, it would be a new unit. Probably at the top would be Transcendent Amy or Timeless Iona. So pray for me, chat. First ever Ancestral Shard. This is one of the coolest things about Silver and Blood, that their shards are guaranteed. They have been since launch, even for the Ancestors, which are like the pilgrims of this game. All right.
You've arrived, Ender of Cycles. This
Hey, Timeless Iona. All right, I'm not gonna lie, getting a new unit kind of would have been cooler, but honestly, getting Timeless Iona was probably the best case scenario. It just, objectively speaking, like, dude, that's huge. Huge, if you know what I mean. I mean, she is literally the best unit in the game, and now I can get her to Limit Break 2.
From Sunset Isle, a sacrifice bound to the seal, as I am now.
She's 10 times better than everybody else? Yeah, more or less. Alright, one more for Max Limit Break. Will I get Max Limit Break Iona or level 160 first? Nice. Congrats. Thank you. I mean, and even just her, like, blood power is insane, right? Okay, look. So, to keep this in perspective, okay? I have Siphon to Otavia. These are like cores, okay, on this game. So this is past Max Limit Break, okay? My favorite unit here, her skills are all 444. She has good equipment. She has the Eye of Truth, which is the same one that Timeless Iona has. Her blood power, 12,513. Timeless Iona, 13,232. And I have 3 less copies of her. Granted, I do have one of her skills at level 8. So, you know, that is giving her, like, kind of a buff. But otherwise, they're equal. I mean, like, just like out of raw stats, Timeless Iona is, like, kind of nuts. Not to mention that just her abilities are kind of bananas. Does getting more copies of a character provide any additional abilities, or is it just stat increase? Just a stat increase. So it works pretty much exactly like Nikke in that respect. It's not like Girls Frontline 2 or a lot of games where, like, you need more copies to do all the things the unit can do. In Silver and Blood, they're going to do the same thing. They're just going to have more powerful stats the more copies. Okay, so now that we're, like, extra buff. Ooh, I didn't mean to go to the story. Let's go to the Blood Arena. And edit my lineup, because I thought I already had Stella on here, but I guess I don't.
Past or future.
All raw materials for my merchandise.
Yeah, I do. I totally have her on this team. How is that mission not already complete? Or does it have to be in the other arena? Does the Crucible not count? Does it have to be on Gauntlet? Is the other mode, it has to be in this one? Okay. Okay. Well, let's do a round with her in there instead of acapella, I guess.
Time to break the cycle. Where violence and conflict intertwine, great riches abound.
Dr. Yo's likes that their kits can change over time with more dupes for Girls Frontline 2. That's fair. I mean, it's a cool idea. It's fun. But I think from, like, you know, the perspective of being like low spender or free to play friendly, it can be pretty daunting feeling like you need more dupes to get like the function out of the character. All right, let's try and find like a reasonable opponent that's not just a pushover, but is someone that I could beat. Okay, Duskfall. Let's try and fight this person. This is an interesting team. So they're using Albrecht, so one of the new units. This could be pretty strong. We'll see how this goes.
We fight to bring peace.
Oh, I misread what I said. You like how it is with... Oh, okay. Oh, I see what you're saying. You like this over their kit changes with more dupes. I get what you're saying now. Yeah. All right, then we agree on that. Then we agree on that.
We fight to bring
Let's just
peace.
get out of the way so their haughty doesn't hit anything. Wait a minute, did I only change my defense team? I thought it synced automatically. Alright, well, I'm going to need to edit this again. Apparently, I only changed my defense. Gonna get the win, though.
Where violence and conflict intertwine.
Yeah, so it
riches
only
abound.
changed their defense team.
Care to give it a
I
try?
guess. I thought it would sync. I guess it's only in the other arena mode that it syncs. That's kind of weird. Okay, well, we'll fight this person.
We fight to bring peace.
Okay, so take out Acapella. Put in
Time to
Stella.
break the cycle.
Acapella and Stella,
We
that
fight
rhymes.
to bring peace.
Oh, dude, Stella versus Stella?
Past or future, every me stands with you now.
Well, that's kind of
We
interesting.
fight to bring peace.
Who do I want her to attack?
Time to break the cycle.
Yeah, we could just go head on with Stella versus Stella. Dude, they set up with 2 units in front of their Van Helsing. This is not a very good placement for them. Their mistake. You don't normally have to change it every time, so it should save it now. It just, now that I changed it for this round, it'll be okay, but I thought that if I changed it in my defense team, it would also change it for my offense team. Because for the other arena modes where you have the 3 teams, it does do that.
Begins from here. Where violence and conflict intertwine.
Lone Syndicate says, you remember in
great riches
Genshin,
abound.
it got really
Care to
bad.
give
Some
it a
characters
try?
would be incomplete kits wise only for the full kit to unlock at C6. Yeah, that's pretty brutal. Ooh, these are all really strong people. These are over 100k. Dude, I can only find bots or like people that are way stronger than me. Alright, whatever. I guess we'll just take this easy win here against this bot.
We fight to bring peace.
Where violence and conflict intertwine, great riches abound.
Okay, how about this person?
Care to give it a try?
This should be kind of an even match. They're slightly stronger than me, but I think I might have a better team. They're kind of doing the
We
Summoners
fight
team
to bring peace.
because they've got Bella, Piera, and Transcendent Noah. Combined with Ceci and Acapella. I don't know, this will be interesting. Let's see. I think I
to
want to
break the
try and
cycle.
start hitting Noah right away rather than Piera. I think. I don't know.
We fight to bring peace.
That feels like the right
Break the
move.
cycle. Time to break
Yeah.
the cycle.
We'll see if I end up regretting that. I'm not really sure how... Oh, dude. We did a ton of damage to Noah. I was going to say, I'm not sure how tanky he is. He's not tanky at all. Stella is ripping through Transcendent Noah. Yeah, that was definitely the right move. Okay. Alright, they're cooked.
Where violence and conflict intertwine, great riches abound. Care to give it a try?
We fight to bring peace.
Another super easy victory here.
And the future without limit. Where violence and conflict intertwine.
Okay, is this our last attack? I think we have one more. Oh no, that was it. That was it. Okay. Okay. So the matchmaking is so bad. Yeah, it was hard to find an equal opponent, right? I think like 3 out of my 5 attacks were like I was just like fighting something really weak because my only other option was someone that was like way stronger than me. 2 of them were good fair matches though. Okay, can we beat rank 41? Probably not, but I think we have a chance. It's possible. Let's see.
The hour of execution has come.
I'm going to give myself like a 40% chance of winning this round, this matchup. I'm going to lose this round anyway. Unless Pavana randomly puts everybody to sleep and then Van Helsing kills them all before they wake up. But I think we're just getting nuked. Oh no, Pavana put... Yo, that was so clutch. Pavana put Timeless Iona asleep right as she used her ultimate skill, so she didn't get to pop off. That was crazy. We're still going to lose this because ultimately they're just more powerful. That was my weakest team. But that was really funny. That was pretty cool to see, actually. If I had like more built units to back that up, that would have been like a super clutch victory.
This is quite interesting. This is quite interesting.
Yeah, I think we want to do this. This is the most even match. I think I have a slight edge here, but we're very close. They're going to be more tanky than I am. Ooh, and there's Stella went in and killed my acapella. Ooh, no, acapella's hanging on. She's hanging on. Alright, we're going to get this one, though. We're going to get this. Alright, this is probably, since we won that one, I think I got it. Because this should be a relatively easy victory for me on this one. They're kind of going for a debuff physical damage kind of team, but I'm going to overwhelm them for sure. There we go. Nice. So we claimed rank 41. That was pretty good. I think at my power level, this is probably like the highest I can get. Because now look, everybody's like 194,000, like 40,000 more than I am. 200,000. Yeah, I don't think any of this is happening. So I probably just have to sit here at rank 44. No one's even like remotely within reach at this point. Okay. Oh, we have... Oh, yeah, we completed the thing because I was using Stella. Cool. And we get another perfect shard fragment. So now I just need to remember to put Stella on the council so I can complete that, and then I'll be caught up with everything. And am I close to being able to get one? Not really. Let me double check in the shop if I can buy any fragments. No, I can't. Okay, alright guys. I think that's it. Thanks for hanging out. It's been a good stream. Next video is probably going to be either... I have two ideas, two nikke videos coming out. So one of them is going to be kind of like a guide to making teams if you're a new player, and like teams that will be good with units that I know you will have. So yeah, that'll come out soon. And then also a video on just like opening a bunch of molds and stuff that I have saved up, because now that we got the perfect molds, I might as well just like, you know, use everything that I saved, and like with Absolute being on the banners now too, there's no reason to hold on to them anymore. So it'll just be like a fun kind of like molds and summoning video. So all right, hope you guys have a good night or morning or afternoon, whatever time of day it is, wherever you're at in the world, and I'll catch you guys in the next video or stream.